Welcome to Self-Powered, where I'm trying to prove that building and living can still be affordable even in this crazy world. If I can do this, so can you. In today's episode, we're installing a vapor barrier and making a huge mess. Again. My name is Marek and you're watching Self-Powered. Another beautiful day. Let's do the vapor barrier. This is like standard vapor barrier. It's not the cheapest one, but it's not premium either. It doesn't have any fancy layers. This is N110. That means that its density is 110 grams per square meter. So it should be pretty solid, not to tear or penetrate easily. Let's give it a shot. From what I know about vapor barriers, here I try to explain why a vapor barrier should be installed the opposite way of house wrap, not like shingles, but reversed. The reason is condensation can form on both sides of the plastic. In winter, warm humid air inside meets cold air outside, causing condensation on the inside. In summer, it's the opposite. If you install it like house wrap, you create a pocket on the untaped side where moisture can get trapped, eventually weakening the tape and compromising the air and vapor seal. Makes sense, right? I feel like a cat playing with toilet paper. So I started with this straight line roughly in the center. Now I'm gonna lift this side up and it will overhang a little bit on the side, and then two more rows should do it from the top all the way to the bottom. I think I have to start in the middle and work my way out. I'm tracking every cent I spent on this build, and once the house is finished, I'll share the full cost breakdown. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe. I'm also planning a full build, start to finish movie, so definitely stay tuned. Okay, so ceiling is roughly done. Of course I need to tape the joint. And I don't know why, but it already feels kind of bigger in here. Maybe because it's a little bit brighter. By the way, what do you think? Is tiny house still a thing these days? Let me know in the comments below. So here's the result so far. It's pretty easy to work with. The ceiling has been the hardest so far. I have like 30 minutes of daylight left, so let's get going. You know what? I call it a day because first I need to cut around windows, clean it up a little, and I need to stretch it nicely, and there are still things in the way like handles, even the spray foam. I haven't cleaned it up yet, so like here. See? Don't wanna take like one step forward and 3 steps back. So I'm not gonna hurry into it. I will clean everything up and take my time, so the result will be much better. It can get wrinkled really fast. I might not get to the corner because it might be too tight and I don't wanna cut it and tape it again. That's just unnecessary work. First thing I need to do today is to do something I've been procrastinating on for way too long. I need to spray foam the bottoms of all of these windows. Because when I was doing it, I ran out of spray foam and I've been procrastinating on it ever since. So I think I'm gonna tape it with masking tape and spray it from the outside because the window sill is sloped. And if I sprayed it from inside, I think pretty much all the foam will end up on the ground on the outside. So let's do it. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, not again. Not again. That's nasty. Good thing I still have this foam cleaner. It's the stuff for cleaning your spray gun. Drip. And it works really well. This didn't work as I planned. What a mess. Oh my god. Thanks god I taped it here. Otherwise the frame would be ruined. What about here? Whoppa! Okay, it's pretty safe here. I left the original tape here on purpose. And it seems like it didn't go underneath. Maybe I can clean up this corner a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. This should be good to go. I think I'm gonna remove these tapes as well, but I should check the other windows as well. Once this dries, I'm screwed. Okay, this one seems pretty okay. Clean up on aisle 4. It's not sticky anymore, but it seems pretty much okay. I think we're good. Whew, crisis diverted. Yeah. Okay. Looks nicer than I thought. Let go. Okay. There is a tiny little bit down here, but it will be covered in the end, so I don't care. And everything else seems to be okay. I think I'm gonna do the same for this window as well. Nah. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay, I can live with it. And let's check this one as well. Okay, so far so good. Whew, this one is nice and clean, thanks God. What a way to start the day, huh? These two windows and the door were completely sprayed the first time, so I can clean them while the spray foam cures on the other windows. The first one's done, but this is all wet and there is water literally dripping from the frame down here. This is all water. I made just a little hole and the water is dripping off. Better said, it's pouring like crazy. I've got all the windows cleaned up, more or less. This foam is still not fully cured, so I'm not gonna touch it right now. I tried it here and I ended up removing like half of it, so I think I'm ready to finish the vapor barrier. So the plastic is roughly... that echo is pretty weird. Let me try something. Interesting. Anyway, vapor barrier is roughly done. Of course I need to tape all the seams, and my measurements were right. I have nice overlap on all the seams, and at the same time I'll be able to tape it to the subfloor. These sounds are crazy, man. And that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow I'll have to tape all the seams, tape the plastic to the Windows frame so it's nice and airtight. I'll see you tomorrow. But first I need to make my way out because...
And by tomorrow I obviously mean the next episode, where we'll finish the vapor barrier and add another layer of framing, a horizontal strapping. You'll see how and why. Thank you for watching, my name is Marek and you've been watching Self-Powered. I'll see you next time.